You're watching Catamount Football. Tonight, we take a look back at the Creekside Seminoles second-round state playoff game. Also, kind of do a year-end review and get into what to expect this offseason. Stick around for more Catamount Football.
Hey Dad, you know the other day a customer told me that they thought we only do transmission repairs here.
No, son, we are a complete automotive repair facility.
Yeah, I know we can take care of brakes, tune-ups, AC, any other general repairs your car may need.
With locations in Cartersville and Dalton, come see us.
AFG has a new look and a new downtown location. Still the same great service you've come to expect for the last 50 years. Providing health insurance for employers, individuals, and seniors. Come enroll with us and go Big Red.
Welcome back to Catamount Football, now joined by head coach Kit Carpenter. Coach, welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
Yes, sir. Coach, Creekside, very talented, very athletic, and, another fast start for Dalton.
It is. We did a great job of, we received the kickoff, and I think we scored on the first play. And, Creekside, they've got some guys. They're deep, and so they played a lot of guys, and they kind of Tennessee fast-paced. And we kept our guys out there as long as we could, substituted when we could, but they're just so fast-paced, and we scored so quickly that, we weren't really able to get much rest at all. And, eventually it just wore us down.
Coach, though, one of the most, seeing the games I've seen, probably one of the most diverse offenses maybe in the state.
Yeah, it could be.
With
certainly.
run game, throw game. And
our running back ran for close to 1,200 yards. Our quarterback threw for almost 2,400 yards. And we didn't have one receiver that was kind of the go-to guy. It was different in every game. Certainly, Bubba was one that made some big catches and made some big runs. But you could say that about RJ. You could say that about Kendricks. So we've got some guys that can catch the football.
And also just playing two ways, kind of back to what you're talking about, it just eventually, like the pace and just eventually
you just do.
And you almost knew you were in for a track. They're going to get theirs.
Yeah, they did. And, they played a lot of guys. They played some guys that hadn't really played a whole lot for them early on, which allowed their guys to rest. And, they're very fortunate when they've got that kind of talent sitting on the sideline.
A three-headed monster at running back.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you got a quarterback that can run and throw. They've got good receivers. I'm not taking anything away from there. They're a really good football team.
And then, of course, you had a nose guard out there at 6'5", 370, committed to the University of Georgia. Seen a lot of Division I, a lot of SEC talent on the opposing teams.
We do, and you can watch any Saturday. You can see kids that we've played over the years. I think the quarterback at Florida State, Rodemaker, was a kid that was at Valdosta. We played against the kid that's up at Oregon when he came up here from Scottsboro, and so we play against a lot of good players.
It's getting to be that way on Sundays now, Coach. You can see some players that have been out of this area.
Absolutely, and it just speaks to the football up here.
Special team wise, Coach, pretty special this year too. With I thought the kicker got much better, or the kicking game got much better as the year went on.
Yeah, it did. Gongora did a great job of kicking off, putting the ball where we wanted it. We had a great cover team, and so it became an advantage for us. Early in the year, you kind of hold your breath, but by the end of it, felt really good about the way it progressed.
And then, of course, return guy, Bubba, was special.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And you're kicking to the same receivers as the same running back that you'd have to face on the other side.
And, of course, you kind of alluded to this earlier. You go to a lot of teams and you see it's like they got the one guy. Dalton this year had it was spread out pretty good.
Absolutely.
You had 5 or 6, 7 guys that
absolutely
could tote the rock.
Coach Long did a great job of setting the offense up, and Ethan did a great job of throwing to the open receiver, getting different guys. I mean, you got 4 great receivers, then you got 2 great tight ends, and so it was really a special offense.
So coming out of the game, no injuries through the game. Got through the season pretty.
We did, and I thought we broke a collarbone. I thought Bannon broke his collarbone, but it turned out to kind of be a deep bruise, which is a relief. But it doesn't feel any better. You know, it hurts. And so I think he was done by about halftime.
Yeah, and then of course that's a two-way.
That's a two-way
impact player.
It is, and you know, and that's one of the dangers in playing kids both ways, because you don't just lose one guy, you lose two.
Right. Does that change going into the off season, evaluating how you go into next season, or you really don't know till you see what you got?
Well, you kind of have a general idea. The 11 seniors that we had done such a good job and were so talented. Them at 70% was still a little bit better. We're losing 11 seniors and we'll gain about 40 freshmen. And so we're really, really young. And so when you have that kind of dynamic, we always want a two platoon. We always want to have 22 different starters. But the way this current season played out, it just wasn't able to. And so we're going to get right back to two platooning, because I think everybody can see the importance of that.
All right, Coach. Stick around for more Catamount football.
Whether you run a business, run your family's finances, or you're opening your first account, you need sound financial guidance from bankers who know you by name. Discover what a strong, locally owned community bank can do for you. Built Well Bank.
And we are fired up for our area teams. And Cherokee Pizza is the best place to start or finish the game. Come here for the pizza, the beverages, or the arcade, baby. Good luck, teams, and go Dogs. Woo!
54 years. How did we get here? It's that we made meaningful relationships and helped so many people along the way. And that is the measure of a man.
Kaler Industrial Sales after hours service. This is Raymond. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, sure can. We can meet you in about 15 minutes. Does that work? Hey, Heath, you got to go to work. I'm go. Good hit, Aiden. Good hit.
Papa, why are you and Dad always running off to work like that?
Well, at Kaler Industrial, we always tell our customers we don't expect their business, we earn their business.
Whether you run a business, run your family's finances, or you're opening your first account, you need sound financial guidance from bankers who know you by name. Discover what a strong, locally owned community bank can do for you. Built Well Bank.
Coach, I think we went 12 for 12 on the weather.
Absolutely. Last year at this time it was freezing.
I've never seen a football season with no rain.
Well, that's why we're in the 129-year drought.
It was crazy. Coach, the guys ready to go.
Yes, they were in a band. What a fantastic job. You see they're rocking and ready to rock and roll. You know, we start out here, first play of the game right here, a little play action, and just throw it out there to Bubba. You know, Bubba hit 24 miles an hour on his catapult. That's just insane.
So, I mean, there's nobody on any team going to run with him in man-to-man.
Just a great throw, great protection, great catch.
You can't draw it up any better than that. Play number one.
Yeah, no, that works out good. Good blocking, great penetration. Sealing the edge there. Great throw, great catch. Come here, great point after. 12 seconds into the game, we're up.
Just like that.
Yeah, we kick off down here. We're trying to tell him to kick it, not to that guy, but he does it. And but you know what? This is where our coverage team is. Great tackle right there by Kenny.
And that's your wide receiver making that play.
Yeah.
You know.
Great play right there by Caleb Staten. Just kind of staying at home. A little toss out here. We're able to hem him up. Great tackle right there. By Kendricks. You can see him coming in. It's a good job by Anti Atagana. Kind of take up the blockers. It was a great tackle right there.
Stringing it out.
Yes. Come back here with a little wrap play. Just a great job. You can see our front there doing everything they can to get to them. Come down here, great coverage by Gongora. And they're able to get a little bit closer. We kind of hemmed them up. There's a young freshman right there, number 40. Did a great job for us the other night. You know, it's hard to keep a good team out. They did a great job of kind of block down, kick out, and wrapped it up in there on us. So we come back with a little counter draw to Adriel. Great downfield blocking. I believe that's RJ. You can see the guys in there pounding. Come back and get Bubba in there. You get squirts through there.
Hops out the other side and he's gone.
Yep, and he can run.
3 plays, 2 touchdowns.
That's right.
So, and your game plan is to slow it down. So what's going through your head right now?
Yeah. You better get a bunch of them, boys.
That's right.
You know, it is. It's one of the things but offensive tempo is so delicate. And so you don't want to do anything to kind of happen.
Right. If you're in a rhythm, you're in a rhythm.
And just kind of deal with it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, a good PAT. And so we're up, I think, 14-7 at this point. So I think we're able to get a stop. Great job right there of coming off on a little dump. Great play right there by Jeff Son. Not able to wrap him up around the legs, but, you know, we had him surrounded. And so we're able to get him down.
Swarm of red jerseys. Or red helmets, I guess that's the same.
So it's third on a whole bunch. And so it comes out on a run.
Nice play.
Great play, and so we're able to turn them over, and offense gets the ball back. And again, it's that 21st point that we struggle to get. It's a great catch right there by Bannon. Ball pops out. I think that's when he hurt his shoulder. You know, fortunately, we're able to get it back.
The referee knew it emphatically.
So another kind of dump out there to RJ.
He had a great year.
He did. All of those guys had a great year. Okay, turn around, handed the ball back off to Adriel. Really felt like he could have kept his footing, and he was able to score there. But great protection, great blocking, and a great run. Come back down here. Great catch by Kenny. So we had to settle for the field goal. So we go up 17-7, I think.
I imagine that's the most points they've given up in a quarter.
Yeah. So he did a great job right there of coverage. Really trying Adrian, and Adrian does a good job of covering guys. Come back second down here. We're able to get them down. We're going to pick up a 3. String it out there.
Nice.
Down it's 4th and 4. They're able to keep going, and our guy really thought we might be able to keep them out right there. I think it's right here before the half. Come in again, and I think that was 4th down. They're able to punch it in. Great catch by Bubba.
Way to hang on to the ball. Took a shot.
Great protection. Put it in there perfectly. Come back here. Throw it out there to Bubba. I was able to get far down. I think it was on the big third. No, it might have been a big 4th down. Or 3rd down right there. It was a great job getting down the field. 2nd down. Big 2nd down.
You got your back in the opportunity to score.
Yep. Come back here, a little running back screen. Just a great job.
My goodness.
Just a heck of a run.
Again, that's heart. That's just mental toughness, heart.
It is, and you can see our guy right here just actually winds up shoving him along.
He does. Hit the power band.
So come down here to the goal line, look for a little throwback. It's covered. Great catch.
Yes.
You know, it's just, whew, great.
So, how is Region Player of the Year voted? Is it voted on by coaches or
By the coaches of the region, yeah. So we're up 24-14 at this point. About 5 minutes left. So they do a good job of kind of attacking our weak side. And they just kind of keep at it. Throw down here. Andy Antagana did a great job all season. So get down to the goal line. And again, kind of bubble it. Great job of holding them out right there. It's just a great job right there, just not giving up.
just a wall?
There he is again. I was able to get it in. Right there before the half, we're up 24-21. So we go over into the corner here, try to conserve as much energy as possible.
Every community has its challenges. Ours is no different.
But while some see challenges, we see opportunities.
Opportunities to harness the pride and strengths of Whitfield and Murray County.
The United Way fights for the education, basic needs, and health of everyone in our community.
We are the hand raisers, the game changers, and the problem solvers.
And when we're united,
we can create a community where everyone is a part of something bigger than themselves.
So they open up with the drive and kind of drive it down the field. Wound up punching it in to take the lead, 28-24. We go to punt. It's a good punt here. Do a great job of covering, getting down to get no return out of it. Let's come back here. They took a shot. Our free safety's been in the middle. And so I just kind of put the one-on-one shot. It was a great throw and great catch on their part. So that puts them up 11. You know, so it's a great job of good throw, good catch.
They've been.
So we came back here, felt like we needed
spark.
Needed something, and they did well defended on their part, and we're not able to get there. So we gave them the short field, and they turned around and still working on Adrian, working on the weak side, and was able to punch it in. So it makes it 41-24. We're down 17. They kick off here. Adriel gives it to Bubba, and he's searching for somebody.
Oh my goodness. Adriel's block on that. Tremendous lick.
Yes, so they come back. Adriel still got it rolling. Come back here, another little quick stop, get the first down. Come back again, well-designed play, picks up 9. We're able to come up short, and you can start seeing the kind of different bodies showing up in there. Good job, great pressure right there. Of getting back there and sacking him. Great by Jeff Son. You got a lot of pressure right there by Weston Sumner, sophomore. We started playing towards the latter end of the night. Did a great job. Again, same thing here. You got guys just really working at it.
And still fighting.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And again, a great kind of open field stop there, keeping them out of the end zone. It's a great job, great play right there by Peyton Starling. So at the end of the third, we're down 18. We weren't able to keep them out that time. So we're still working at it. So we're still playing as hard as we can play.
Blow the whistle.
Great play right there. Striker. No, that's Hector. Hector did a great job. Great play right here by RJ, keeping the ball out of his hands. RJ's really just a great receiver, but he's really a good corner. So we're able to get the ball back, kind of dump it out there to Jeff Son.
Jeff's on kind of, I know he plays both ways, but his cohort 2 on the tight end spot he's out this half, right?
Yeah,
so
you see him there. Yeah, he was out, and so he had to pay double duty, so we weren't able to get him rest. And so, the kids fought. And there for a while we felt like, hey, we had all the momentum, but Creekside's got a lot of good players, and they were able to do a great job, stay focused, and able to come out with a win.
How much is your home worth? Find out at ColdwellBanker.com with an instant estimate of your home's value.
Local expertise matters, and Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty has been guiding our community home for almost 50 years.
Locally owned and operated with offices in Dalton, Ringo, Calhoun, Cartersville, and Cleveland, Tennessee. We are here to help. Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty, guiding you home since 1974.
Go Big Red!
Direct Packaging is your complete one-stop packaging supplier of choice. In addition to being the largest in-stock packaging and adhesive supplier in North Georgia, Direct Packaging also manufactures boxes while adhering to the same service standards our customers have come to expect. With over 170,000 square feet of packaging and specialty films, boxes, and adhesives, we are the leader for packaging supplies. Direct Packaging is committed to our customers. We have a dedicated fleet ready to serve you. We pride ourselves in being able to deliver upon receipt in a 60-mile radius within a 4-hour window. Our friendly staff is very knowledgeable and willing to help in any way that we can. With years of experience in the packaging industry, we can find the right product that suits your packaging needs. Direct Packaging also believes in supporting our community. We proudly serve by giving back to local organizations that make the Dalton area such a great place to live. Proud of the work we do, dedicated to the customers we serve. Direct Packaging, your largest single-source packaging distributor manufacturer in North Georgia. Contact us today.
AFG has a new look and a new downtown location. Still the same great service you've come to expect for the last 50 years. Providing health insurance for employers, individuals, and seniors. Come enroll with us and go Big Red.
54 years. How did we get here? It's that we made meaningful relationships and helped so many people along the way.
And that is the measure of a man.
Oakwood Cafe is ready to serve you pancakes as big as your head. Come on down on Saturday morning after the big game and eat a plate full of hash browns till your belly starts aching. And don't forget to check out what we've got going on at Walnut Hill Farm. Woo!
Welcome back to Catamount Football. Coach, let's get into the seniors a little bit. I know they were sophomores when you got the job, and a tremendous growth.
They did, almost all of them played as sophomores, certainly on the offensive line. They were really young back then, and they were part of a great senior class that year that never stopped fighting. Even to finish 2-8 and win in the last game that year, they fought as if they were undefeated. They practiced as if they were undefeated. And so that senior class kind of set the stage for the expectation. Then last year, the offensive line was a lot better. We had a 2,000-yard rusher. They did a great job of continuing to get better. We're really, really good in the secondary then. And so this past year, I wasn't surprised that they've grown as much as they've grown to come in at 2-8 as sophomores, 6-6 in the second round. Then again this year to be tied for second, arguably the toughest region in 5A. And with what they did in the off season every year to get better, the way they practiced, the way they worked at it, you just can't say enough about that senior class.
But also, they're setting the groundwork. The young guys are watching them work.
Absolutely.
And how to go about their business and how do you practice, the intensity, and that's a big part of leaving your legacy on the program.
Absolutely, and they can certainly say they left it better than they found it when they got here. And I just really couldn't be more proud of them, of what they do. And they just don't play football. This senior class plays multiple sports, which is great for the high school and as a whole.
And then, of course, it's 11 senior, is that right?
11 seniors. Mm-hmm.
And, of course, I talked about the offensive line every week. I mean, they were just, every week, you would just look across the line and just think they're outmanned, but then they would have a 150-yard rusher behind them in the back,
Oh, absolutely.
And then protect their quarterback, so and that's heart and that's skill and toughness too. So, yeah, I hate to say the offensive line.
I do, but you're talking about the same guys defensively. That was our defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
We had great defensive ends. We had great interior guys, great secondary, because all those guys did both. And, it's really a special group. Had they just played one side of the ball, it could have been very easily the best offense we've ever had, or very easily be the best defense we ever had. And so it hurts a little bit in that aspect, because you're like, man. But you know what? They did everything they could possibly do to win every game they played in.
It was impressive when you're seeing a kid play 150 snaps a night.
It is.
And still, giving it his all out there.
Oh, giving every bit of it, absolutely.
Right.
It just speaks a lot to their character and their work ethic.
How much, or what's different in the program from when they were sophomores to you as the head coach? I mean,
you've got to really meet the kids where they're at. The desire to go back to the way things were when you and I played is not truly realistic, because the way the rules have changed, the way you have to teach tackling has probably changed more than any aspect of the game. But there's so much more that tugs at their attention that you've got to meet them where they are.
And you just mean social media, or just
everything
in general? It's a lot more going on than what. Yeah,
that's right.
Where you and I were football 24/7.
That was it. There was nothing else to do in this town at that time.
Right.
So, you just got to meet them where they are, and then you try to grow them, grow them as into men of character, teaching them to do things the right way, teach them to win the right way, and just kind of staying on them, trying to guide them through this thing we call life, I reckon.
And then, Coach, coming into a lot of changes, your region's going to change, and we'll know more as time goes on, right?
It is. And
by the way, is the region locked in officially? Because I know there was some time to protest or try to?
There is. The region's locked in now. We have Alatoona, Cartersville, Cass, Hiram, Cedartown, Woodland, Southeast, and us. And Southeast is elected to play a non-region schedule. So there'll be seven. There's 7 of us that play football.
Have you gotten into contacting other teams about?
We have. We started scheduling actually, obviously the first playoff game. So, or it might have been the second one that all of a sudden coaches start panicking and start calling to schedule games. And so you got a lot of fillers out there, and I'll take the next couple of weeks and kind of nail those things down.
How long do the kids have off before you get into training, weight training? And
so a lot of them kind of take a week off and go to another sport, and those that are not in another sport will start back really kind of getting after it in January.
And then as a coach, do you go back and are you evaluating film and like your coaching technique, or you're trying to learn a new offense or bring new plays, or defensively just how we can?
It is during the off season. We'll take we'll kind of get a little break now, but in January, February, March, you're kind of looking to tweak the things that you've done. Well, I'll go back and kind of watch the year in review and say, all right, we did this well, we didn't do this well. How do we need to change it to fit what we've got coming?
So for some of the fathers out there that played, how's practice changed?
Well, one, there's a limit on practice. There's a limit on hitting, contact. There's limitations on that. There's a daily limitation, and there's a weekly total limitation. And so that it's something that you kind of got to bounce around and get it right to the edge.
I came to a practice, this was not long ago, but it's still a couple years ago, and I don't know if it was a couple weeks before the first game. It could have been 3 weeks, but it's like just now getting the extra point type stuff. And you're like,
it is. You spend a lot of time.
We were doing that.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time on that kind of during the summer. But we're in pads August the 1st, and you play usually August 17th. So there's only 2 weeks, and you got a scrimmage. So really, there's 1 week in true fall camp that you're practicing just for the week. And so with us, the way school starts, it's just not really. You can't have 2 a days because you don't have. And if you go 2 days, one day you can only go one the next, and so. You got
kind of why it's almost. I don't want to say why I bother, but it's just
you incorporate it in, and you do it. And different teams are different. In 2016, we didn't have a spring practice the year before, so we got 2 scrimmages, and that kind of team benefited from playing 2 games before the season started. Whereas this year, we needed to get our defensive line kind of thing worked out. And so we needed spring practice. And so it's just different every year, and you just got to evaluate player by player.
Will you have spring ball this year?
Oh, yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Already been made?
Absolutely. Spring really benefits the linemen, and there's really no substitute for what you can get done in the spring.
And then can we have any hints on scheduling this year? Do we have a clue of
we do.
out of region? Or?
We do, and it's really exciting. It'll be really exciting for a lot of people.
But we're not going to
until
I tried, folks.
I know, until the contracts are signed. There's a lot of moving parts to it because the way the GHSA did the 3A and under, there's a power ranking, all right? And so there'll be some changes to the power ranking, but what you don't want is to play a game that could hurt a local team in their power ranking. And you kind of got to weigh that out. And those
but also, it could help them in their power
and
ranking.
It certainly could help
if they win the game and they go up a class or 2, then that's
right. And so there's just a lot that kind of weighs in and plays into it. It's going to change where it's not going to be that way because scheduling is such a nightmare.
What's the philosophy with the power ranking, do you know? Or just...
Well, because they've taken all the private schools out and made their single A to triple A, put them all in one basket, there's not enough teams to fill out so you might have a region that might have 5 teams going to the playoffs instead of just 4.
All right, thank you, Coach. Stick around for more Catamount football.
Welcome to Carpets and Furniture of Dalton. Our 250,000 square foot showroom is filled with every kind of indoor and outdoor furniture imaginable, ready to take home today, along with a huge selection of custom cabinets, appliances, lighting, and accessories. Need flooring? We have that too. Shop our massive selection of in-stock carpet, hardwood, LVT, ceramic tile, and area rugs. Take advantage of our free design consultation to make your home look its best. Visit us today at Carpets and Furniture of Dalton.
Your destination for home.
Experience the power of the links. OptiLink's streaming app VidLink, powered by its fastest internet service, GigLink. Your link to reliable remote access to healthcare. Your link to the best educational opportunities. Your link to our community's only local provider. Your link to the ultimate in entertainment choices and gaming experiences. No interruptions and faster downloads. Power up your life with the perfect combination of speed and entertainment. VidLink and GigLink. Upgrade today and get the power of the link.
Whether you run a business, run your family's finances, or you're opening your first account, you need sound financial guidance from bankers who know you by name. Discover what a strong, locally owned community bank can do for you. Builtwell Bank.
Have you been told it's going to take 3 to 4 weeks to repair your transmission? Hogwash, not here at Transformers Transmission. We've got most of your domestic transmissions in stock and ready to go. All back with a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Come see us.
Welcome back to the Catamount Football Show. Coach, end of the year, I mean, looking back, it's just, there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of volunteers and just a lot of people doing a lot of things to make a successful football season other than wins and losses, you know, just taking care of the kids and giving them the experience of being Catamount.
You know, first and foremost, quarterback club, you know, the work that they do to make sure everything's special, again, did another outstanding, incredible job.
And that is a tremendous tradition at Dalton football. The quarterback club, many years.
Absolutely.
Many years.
Without them, we wouldn't be able to do so many things that we're able to do for our kids and make sure that we take care of them. You know, if I go to them with a need, they do everything they can possibly do to make it happen. And, you know, when you have that kind of support, it really makes things special. The administration at the high school, Dr. Collins, Coach Richards, as well as Dr. Kraft at the central office level, just have done so much to help make this season special. You know, they were all new, and you know, and so they got to experience for the first time, and what a great thing, you know, to bring them in that way. And you know, they did everything that they could have done to help make this season special. You know, and you can never say enough about the moms, that the work that they've done to Friday pregame, Tuesday team dinner, and, you know, they just work tirelessly to make sure our kids are taken care of.
And it's a lot of time that they're donating as well, you know, and I don't donate, but, you know, they're volunteering a lot, and it's they're a part of the program as much as anybody, because they're living and breathing it 24/7 as well, 7 days a week.
And coaches' wives.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
and
thank you. We know
you can't say enough, and you know, all the way down to where my wife runs the little spirit store that's before the games. You know, it's all the stuff that the coach's wife do to help support us as coaches. You know, we really couldn't do it without the support of our wives.
So give us just a little, when you get back to the field house and the team is gone, y'all are here till when?
Well, we don't stay. In the old days we used to stay and watch the game, but because everything's digital now, you can lay in the bed and watch it. But what we do, we have pizza. We talk about the game, but we also have our families over, and we have pizza and the wives.
And this is Friday.
This is Friday after a game, and so
and into Saturday morning.
Yeah,
I guess,
a lot of times. But like my wife will help give out Little Debbie's to the kids as they leave, just to make sure they leave here with something positive. And you know, a lot of times that they're exhausted, but they never hesitate to smile as they leave.
And of course, you know, you're back in here, I'm sure, sometime on the weekend watching.
Well, we don't come back in until Sundays, but the expectation is you're going to work all day Saturday to get ready to meet on Sunday, and that's what we do.
Be prepared to discuss.
Be prepared to discuss it. And so there's no reason to come to the field house to do the work you can squeeze in at home. A lot of coaches stay up late in the night on Friday night to do the work. Some of them stay up late into the night Saturday night, and we pull it together.
We also need to mention Jefferson's.
Absolutely. For what they did after the games was great. They donated several team meals.
And just part of the game day experience.
Absolutely. You know, there's so many people, like Charles Hicks did several meals. Sunday school did a couple of meals. And, you know, it's just the outpouring of community support for the kids is really off the charts this season.
And, of course, he don't know I'm going to talk about him, but Brandon Brown, the amount of hours that he sits here, number one, listening to you and I talk, but, I mean, he's at every game Friday night, and he's filming,
right.
And then he's going to leave here and edit, and he does that with
He does. There's no telling where they're going to put Brandon, and so you kind of look around to see where they've stuck him this time. You see a little tent up there, but
outside, inside.
Yeah, and so usually about 2 o'clock in the morning, you'll see where he's uploaded the film and it came in, and so he must stay up all night.
It's, you know, it's just amazing what it takes.
It is.
And how many people are involved to for the community to get to enjoy, go to a Friday night and see the game and not know that there's
so much behind
200 more pieces behind moving and making that happen to get us to Friday night.
And really, it's very similar to college, but on certainly a much smaller scale, and most everybody does it for nothing.
Right.
You know, and they just do it because they care.
That was a shot at me. I know it was, Coach.
That's right.
Well, hey, congratulations on a great season, and you know, to look back where we were 2 years ago, where we are now, and you know, second round state playoffs, and then of course interesting now. You know, it all changes, all new every 2 years, new region, and look forward to seeing what the schedule looks like. So, you know, interested in returning players and what we're going to have left, and look forward to
That's right. So
year.
our second year in a row, we've had the Region Player of the Year come out of here, and so there's a huge level of expectation to see who the next guy is going to be.
Oh yeah. So who's going to fill that role? He might be in that locker room down there.
I hope so.
All right, Coach, thank you. Hey, thank you for being with us this season, and appreciate you watching Catamount Football Show. Always go Big Red.